All right, welcome back. Now I want to show you in this session how to use the folders option. Now this is a nice option to save basically a whole bunch of the same parts together into one folder and save all the same exact parts into one, organize them basically into one folder. For example, I have these 4 screws over here. If I just highlight the 4 screws by holding shift and clicking on the last one over here, if I right click on them, okay, there's a feature down here called add to new folders. If I click on new folder, I can save that folder as a folder called screws. Okay, and now I can expand that folder and I have all the screws in it. Now this is really nice. Say you have something like this, but it has thousands of different nuts or screws or whatever you want. Okay, now what happens now if you save them all into here, then you'll know that this folder contains all your screws, and then you're able to see your tree much better. Okay, because some of these trees can go really long ways if it's a big assembly. So a feature like this is very helpful just to keep organized. Now if you just delete this folder, if you click on delete and hit on yes, you can see that the 4 screws go back to your tree. So don't worry, you will not delete them if you delete your folder. The folder is literally just for organization. So don't get that confused also with the subassembly. So if you take parts into a subassembly and then you delete that subassembly, you're going to delete those parts as well from here. Okay, so for example, say I have this subassembly right here and I got those parts that are part of it. So if I take this subassembly and I delete it, you're going to notice all the parts are deleted as well. I'm going to click on Control and Z to undo that. So a subassembly, the parts are part of the assembly, but for the folders, the parts are not part of it. It's just using the folder to organize all the similar parts together. For example, if I do this for the brackets as well, right click on it, click on add new folder. So I can say bracket over here, and then do the same thing over here. Right click on it. Let me make sure they're all there. There we go. Click on it, add new folder, and screws. Now I got 2 folders that are both bracket and screw folders, and you can see now I only see my subassemblies and all my parts are saved into folders that are very much organized. So this is a very nice feature to organize a lot of your parts. Like I said, it's better used for large assemblies. If you have a small assembly like this where you can see all the parts of it on the left side without having to scroll up and down, then you really don't need to use it. But if you have a big assembly that has a lot of parts that are very similar to each other, for example, multiple screws or whatever, you can save them into these folders and helps you stay organized. So that's how you use the folder option in SolidWorks assembly.